Here is every possible way to get banned in Clash of Clans that I could find. If you're trying to get banned, lucky for you, we have a list of 25 of them. That's a crap ton. As they say, pick your poison. I actually made a video like this a couple years ago, but there's a few things that have changed, so I felt the need to update some stuff and top it off with more ways to get banned. So with that being said, let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
Inappropriate base designs. You're not fooling anyone. Whatever looks like a pair of boobs is probably a pair of boobs. Although it can be funny depending on what you made with your walls, inappropriate words, images, and hate symbols is all a big no-no. This usually leads to a soft ban of a couple days, but if you keep doing it, you'll be banned for good. Third-party softwares. Back in the day, these farming bots were incredibly popular. I'm not gonna name any of them, but it should be pretty obvious what I'm talking about. Despite being considered cheating, a lot of people had that I can do whatever the fuck I want mentality. However, the more they fucked around, the more they found out. Millions of players got banned in Clash for using apps like this. Today, the game is a lot more sophisticated and it'll ban you on the spot. So don't play with fire. Don't be stupid. Inactivity. If you watched my original video on this, you might have heard me mention that technically Supercell can ban you for being inactive. It doesn't mean they will, but it's in the terms of service, so yeah, they can. Now, one would think that even though they can, this has never happened, right? The game kind of rewards you for coming back, so why would they do that? However, in certain situations, probably when you've been offline for too long, you'll receive this message. This was posted on Reddit in 2021, and it's the first documented case of someone being banned for inactivity. The original post says that he last played around 2015 or 2014. Buying, selling, or giving away accounts. Yeah, this has got to be one of the most common ways people get banned because there's a market for Clash accounts and people want to get rid of their old accounts and make some money. Honestly though, I wouldn't risk it. Imagine buying an account for $500 and it gets banned the next day. You might as well burn your money. Giving away an account is also not allowed, so just because you didn't make any money off of it doesn't mean it's okay. If Supercell ever finds out that the account is being passed around like the neighborhood thought, it'll probably get banned. Sharing account. This is very similar to buying and selling accounts, but a lot more common. Two people cannot own the same account. You might get away with it for a little bit, but the account will eventually get banned. One of the most common ways is logging in from two locations far apart within seconds or minutes. So if you're sharing an account with a sibling or something, make sure to keep it in one place or one device. You don't want to be in the US and Egypt at the same time. Be smart about it or else you'll get flagged for account sharing and that'll be unfortunate. Your name. So the game already has a filter that doesn't allow you to use certain names. It didn't always have this, but now it does. But there's been many players who find ways around it and think they just fooled Supercell. In a way, they kind of did, but it doesn't take long for Supercell to notice. And much like base designs, a soft ban first and then permanent if you keep doing it. So yeah, I don't recommend it. Trolling and false reports. These two tie in together as they're related to the same thing. Reporting. A lot of people get reported for what seems like no reason at all and actually get banned, usually for a day or two. It's usually some troll who thinks it's the most hilarious thing in the world, but karma's a bitch and you might be happy to hear that that form of trolling can get that person banned for falsely reporting players. Playing in banned countries. I recently heard that a streamer was visiting Vietnam and got banned for playing there because the game is banned in Vietnam due to some local laws. Now, I didn't verify the story, but it sounds very true because it can happen. If Clash of Clans is banned in a country, you can't just go in there and play Clash of Clans. So if you're traveling, just do a simple Google search. It only takes a few seconds. Phishing. This is pretty much like asking for personal information on the game and trying to access an account without permission. When Global was around, this was a huge issue and a lot of people were getting banned for phishing, but today it's a lot less common due to Global being gone. People still get banned for phishing, but not exactly for the reason this ban was intended for. This often happens when trying to recover an account, which is the next one. Trying to recover an account and giving wrong information. Time and time again, players have been banned for no reason at all than simply giving the wrong information when trying to recover their own account. There's two ways to recover an account, and it seems this happens more often when you use the new system. According to Reddit, players have had more success when they email Supercell support directly instead of using the in-game thing. Just make sure you aren't guessing information or anything that seems sus, or else the account may get banned, and that's a whole nother problem. Buying cheap gems. I'm sure most of you know what that is, but if you don't, cheap gems is basically when you go looking for gems online that are cheaper. And there's two ways this can go. They ask for your account information and you get hacked and you lose your account forever, or you actually get your gems, but via some very fishy illegal methods, like stolen credit cards. Either one of these results will end up losing your account, so trying to get a discount on gems, not worth it. Just buy discount packs when they become available. Modifying the game. At that point, if you're messing with the game's code, I think you know what's coming if you get caught. There's been many instances where players figure out how to unlock troops early, skip the tutorial and stay at Town Hall 1, and even glitch their base. Often these players end up getting banned. I looked at a lot of these cases in my two-part series called The Weirdest Bases in Clash of Clans History, if you want to know more examples of this stuff. Cheating in war. Of course, due to the nature of clan wars being competitive, people will find ways to cheat, and that has happened a lot. Like arranged wars, abusing glitches, snooping. There's a lot more to talk about. I probably haven't even scratched the surface, but over time the game has improved, patching ways to cheat. Of course though, there's always a way. And if you're caught cheating, this usually results in the entire clan getting banned from warring for I think a week or two. Don't be that guy to ruin it for everybody. Inappropriate clan name or description. This is more in the hands of the leader and the co-leader. There's not much you can do as a member or elder other than leave the clan. But believe it or not, the entire clan can get banned for this. If your clan name or description says anything that is offensive, Supercell will either change the name for you, yes, change your clan name, or ban it. One thing that does happen though, the leader is often banned for a few days. Bullying. As you all know, there's a report button in the clan chat that is specifically there for this kind of stuff, as well as a few other things that should probably be reported. If you're ever reported for bullying or anything of that nature, it's only a matter of time before you get banned, and I shouldn't even be saying this, but just don't bully others. Have you thought of that? What if you're typically a nice person and you don't have anything to worry about? Playing on an emulator. In 2020, Supercell updated their terms of service that puts BlueStacks and any other form of emulation at risk of a ban. After that, some YouTubers got striked for promoting such methods of playing. This doesn't mean you will get banned though, as it doesn't look like anyone's been banned for it yet, but there's been a lot of talk ever since the terms of service was updated, and it is a possibility that in the near future, they decide to go full force on this and start to enforce it. Just keep an eye out and be aware. Being already banned in another Supercell game. If you've been banned in Heyday for whatever reason, you might be surprised to know that being banned in any Supercell game can get you banned in any other Supercell game, regardless if you did anything or not. There's not much evidence that Supercell actually enforces this. However, I wouldn't be surprised that if you got reported and they found out that you were also banned in Clash Royale, for example, then that could be a problem. Spam and unauthorized advertising. Surely you remember those bots that always used to join your clan and spam free gem websites that are definitely a scam. It probably still happens if your clan is open, but it's not as bad as it used to be with global. Anyways, these bot accounts often get banned pretty quickly. Not like a bot cares though, right? But if you were to do something similar, you would get a message like this. Banned due to misuse of chat for advertising, spamming, or scamming. VPNs. Using a VPN in itself is not exactly a bannable offense, but this could cause issues with account recovery and accidental bans. Supercell has stated that the game knows if you're using a VPN, so you're not automatically going to get flagged for account sharing. However, in certain specific circumstances, the system could trip up and ban you, as VPNs aren't even officially supported anyways. As far as I've read on Reddit, the safest way to use a VPN is to just avoid those free ones on the App Store. Apps that interfere or trigger mod detection. In 2016, a guy on Reddit downloaded an app to help his device stay awake. Already a red flag, but the app was not intended for Clash, and it didn't even keep Clash awake, so he should be in the clear, right? Well, he was still banned because the app probably confused the Clash of Clans mod detection. Now, this happened a while ago, but be cautious with some apps. I've heard people getting banned for having an app that forces all apps to be portrait mode, and then trying to play Clash in portrait mode. That's just an example, and even though it isn't messing with the game, it might trigger a mod detection and result in an unintended ban. Harass the support. I honestly didn't even know this existed, but it makes sense. You can't be out here bullying and harassing anyone because your problems can't be solved. Sure, sometimes it seems like they're the opposite of help, literally, but that's not a reason to act unethical, so take it easy. Requesting refunds. Not to scare anyone, this doesn't happen just because you've requested a refund. It actually happens when there's more than one reason for the ban, and this was the last straw. So if you've been banned multiple times and all of a sudden you're banned for refunding purchases on purpose, you'll see this message, which is actually a screenshot from Brawl Stars, but this applies to any Supercell game. Here's another one in Clash Royale. It could be that in Clash of Clans you get the old infringement of terms of service, which is like the default ban option. Yeah, basically. Sharing glitches that provide unfair advantage. Okay, just because you upload a glitch to YouTube doesn't mean you'll get banned. However, if the glitch allows you to cheat and you're out here sharing your discovery like you just discovered fire, you can get banned, and this has happened before with a YouTuber named Master of. He shared a Clan Wars glitch that allowed you to cheat. You can find more on that in my video about forgotten YouTubers. Anyways, yeah, have some sense, don't promote cheating. Lying about age. Technically, you used to have to get permission from your parents to play if you're under the age it says on the App Store. That's why in my original list I said you can get banned for being underage, but that no longer applies. Recently, this has changed and the requirements are more lax now. The game will ask for your age and disable certain features if you're under the age of 13. I'm no lawyer, so I don't know if lying will get you banned, but I mean, how will they even know? You know what I mean? But if you've ever run into some issues with supports or something, and turns out you aren't even the age you said, that could be a problem, depending on the situation. And finally, anything else. Whatever I didn't include in this video can probably still get you banned. Believe it or not, Supercell can make their own rules on the fly because at the end of the day, the game is theirs. If they believe you did something that shouldn't be allowed and there's no specific ban for it, they'll just slap the old default ban for infringing the terms of service. So just be a good person and play the game how it's intended to be, and you don't have anything to worry about. So guys, that wraps it up for 25 ways to get banned in Clash of Clans. Don't actually do any of these. This is more of a guide on 25 things you probably shouldn't do unless you actually want to get banned. With that being said though, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Happy gaming out. Peace.